Gamers, what's up? Here I am. I'm still waiting on people, but it's time for E3. I got the blazer on. I'm bringing in the blazer and t-shirt look of classic E3. I'm ready to go. It's Summer Game Fest. I don't know where literally anyone else is, but I'm here. I'm ready.
What's up, everybody? I'm ready for Summer Game Fest.
What?
Woo!
Why?
Woo!
What?
You told me we're gonna go play a bunch of games. We're gonna do like cornhole, summer games, cornhole, mini golf,
That's not.
board game nights with our friends.
That's not.
We're gonna do,
No.
No? We're gonna
No.
hit the arcade.
This is video games. I guess that's video games. But this is a different kind of video game.
So you mean we're just gonna sit?
We're
here
just
at
gonna
your
sit here
PC
for like
7 hours?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I got the AC.
Okay.
And there's some watermelon.
Summer Game Fest.
Well, Julie's here,
I'm
but
here. I wasn't late.
we're still waiting on fucking Oscar. Where I just don't know even where he is.
Where is that freaking guy?
The fuck? What is? Do you hear that?
What is that?
What the fuck?
Who's that guy?
Hey everybody, it's me, Kasuga Ichiban, hero of Yokohama, here at Summer Games Fest.
Whoa!
How's
Holy
everyone
shit,
doing?
he's a celebrity.
Whoa!
Reporting live from Hawaii.
Oh my god.
We don't need celebrities
VGG.
with Keely. We got a celebrity.
That's why he took so long. He was on his way to Hawaii.
Holy shit! Whoa! I mean, I feel like we have to do an interview. I don't know.
You know, after all the events that took place on Hawaii and Nele Island, I just wanted to relax, and I heard you guys were, I was honored. I was, nominated for Game of the Year by VGG.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So, I had to come hang out with you guys.
That's
Am
so
I allowed to be
cool.
here?
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow. Where's Oscar?
So honored. Did you kill him?
I'm in his
Yeah.
house right now.
We did it, chat.
We did it.
We did an opening bit.
Yeah.
It's not a bit, it's me.
This is real
Ichiban.
life.
This is real life.
I love this song, by the way.
So
It's so good, dude.
It's so good. But it's going away.
Bye.
It's already time. We're here. It's Summer Game Fest. Gamers. Lots to get to. Lots to get to today. Lots to get to over the next few days. As we are doing our classic patented VGG coverage, reactions, recaps, highlights, written, streamed, video, everything. CEO Nate, Beach Day Julie, and Kasuga Ichiban. Exactly. The classic trio.
It's what you come here for.
Yeah, you can yeah, excited is all I can say here at the start. How it's the day one vibes from my crew, my pirate crew. Yakuza like
Hey,
dragon,
yo.
pirate dragon.
Yeah, where is, fucking, what's his name?
Majima?
my good friend Goro Majima. He went missing. He was gonna go to Nele Island to help with the cleanup.
Uh-oh. I heard there's this new pirate out there that's tearing shit up.
Damn.
What's his name? Goro Majima?
Yeah.
Weird.
But yeah, how's the vibe? What's the vibes for this weekend that we have ahead of us, gamers?
The vibes are good. I'm excited.
This is your first, Julie. Welcome to the week. Well, your series opener as
I know, this is your first time.
me and Fish
This year. Yeah.
Oh.
have pulled up.
It's like, bro, I've been doing this for 4 years.
No, it's your welcome to.
So you
the
have your
week.
this is your first assignment after getting your PhD in gamer college.
Exactly. Yeah, you officially got your PhD. We did some E3 research over on the Patreon, and so
I
that's
thought for sure I was gonna flunk.
it is fun now that we get to like look, when we make those little bits and jokes in chat, now you will fully understand the E3 bits.
Some of them.
Some
A
of them.
select few.
Yeah.
gaming crab, giant
Giant
gaming crab.
giant enemy crab.
Giant gaming
Listen,
crab.
I'm still setting up. I'm still doing.
You're
shit.
still in
Hold on.
summer vibe, but that's fine.
I was in
Thank
full
you.
fucking cornhole mode. I gotta switch over.
I mean, we gotta hydrate. Our first hydrate of the
Hydrate.
a week.
But I'm excited.
Yes,
If the state of play was an indication, the mix was good too. The indie exchange, state of play was great. If that's an indication of the week to come, I am pumped. Can't wait for.
I'll
my
just say
bets.
this much, that like, if any of the little rumors we're hearing out of Summer Game Fest are real, like Keely's show specifically, gonna be nuts. It could be the first Summer Game Fest that matches the level of a Game Awards. We gotta not try to be too lost in the expectations and just take what we get, but there's potential. So let's, before we really get going, so today we're gonna be doing a lot of different things. We're gonna go through the schedule here in a second, where we talk about everything that's happening today and the next few days. And then we're gonna run through a little presentation I did about the VGG betting special, revealing the 3 hosts' answers to the various questions that we had set up for that special. So look forward to that. But let's start with the rundown of the schedule. Here it is live on your screens. We obviously have, as Fish said, Mixed Summer Game Showcase. Done. PlayStation State of Play. Done. Day off where we came up with bits. Done. And bought a million snacks. Done.
Hell yeah.
And now we are here on day 1. We called those previous 2 days day 0 and day 0.5. And now we are fully here in day 1. We are going to start today, soon after all this intro, with the Accessibility Showcase, run by Laura Kate Dale. I personally think it is the most improved showcase from year to year over the times that we've seen it, so I'm excited for that. Then after that, we will have Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest. Lots of the big hype moments, and Jeff Keighley gripping a mic with 2 hands and going, "I can't wait to show you this one. Take it away."
Gripping that
Start
mic.
sobbing. Yeah.
We have directly after that. So you'll notice this over the next few days. Normally we would try to recap at the end of a show. I think we're gonna have to just toss out quick letter grades for most of these days, and then recap at the very, very end of the whole day, because a lot of these shows just run right into each other, like Summer Game Fest directly into Day of the Devs, a curated showcase from the Day of the Devs team that is particularly great at curating some amazing indies, some really creative projects, and showcasing them in a way that's really cool, because the developers get to talk over a lot of the footage and really deep dive, more than the usual showcase where it's just bam, trailer, bam, trailer, bam, trailer, you know what I mean? So I'm excited for that, as always. And then once again, like every year, Devolver Digital is doing something strange, something weird, with what they call the Devolver Direct, or Devolver Digital Presents. So it's not even a Devolver Direct. It's the first non-Devolver Direct in a minute.
Wow.
Devolver Digital presents Ball X Pit, the Kenny Sun story, which they are calling one game that the entire Devolver team has been obsessed with and has been playing nonstop, that they are showcasing. We know that's probably not true.
Listen, I don't know why. I feel like I was born yesterday, but I
Julie
believed them. I believed it was like /genuine for the first
I had to
or so that I was
genuine.
thinking about it.
I had to show Julie the teaser trailer they put out, which is a little kid in a room on his computer with posters of Volvia on the walls and a bucket that says Kenny's balls in it.
And then I was like, oh wait, Devolver has never been fucking serious a day in their lives.
Never.
And
This is the year, though.
the Kenny
This is the
Sun,
year.
I saw a Kenny Sun Blue Sky account that came up just like 3 days ago.
Classic.
So yeah, exactly. That's gonna be wacky and wild time glory. And then tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow is the literal 9 to 5 plus some, but 9 to 5 of actual reacting to stuff is actually 9 to 5, like full on. Starting with Wholesome Direct, going direct into women-led games,
With what?
which is double the size this year. I think last year was just like a half-hour show. This year is a full hour.
Hell yeah.
Going straight into Latin American games,
No.
going straight into Southeast Asian games. Woo!
Oi!
Philippines! New show in the week. Going into from there the Future Games show, which this year is being hosted by Laura Bailey, who has actually hosted it 3 times now, and Matthew
stay away.
Mercer. Yeah, Laura Bailey.
Hey.
I think we looked it up. It's she's the odd year queen. She's done it every other year so far. So in 2027, Laura Bailey locked in. And then after that, the next 2 new shows, which is the Green Games Showcase, which is about game developers, all dedicated to environmentalism and preservation. Is that right? Kind of.
Yeah, like
Natural preservation, not games preservation.
yeah, like sustainability. It's
Sustainability.
both about like the themes in the games, and also like we've seen a lot of games recently that like
Well, like plant
plant
trees.
trees, do like
Yeah.
ocean cleanup. So it's like honoring games that are like actually making a difference too, which is cool.
And then we will have the Frosty Games Fest, which is the Australia and New Zealand region showcase, which is really cool. 'Cause
I'm really hyped for that one.
even personally, I feel like the first few years of VGG, we were getting all these indies that we really loved, and then one of the things I like to do is in our reviews is make sure we know like where the context of the development scene and all that stuff. And 9 times out of 10 in those early years, it was like Australia, New Zealand, Australia.
And you know what it is? It's because they fund the arts there.
Yeah, exactly.
And we all know Australia and New Zealand are known for being frosty.
Exactly. Yeah, the frost. I'm very curious to see where that
I
comes
don't know
from.
what that context is, but maybe
And
we'll find
then the final day of reactions, we as we noted, and we will make sure to note prominently on the day, we are not reacting to the Xbox Games Showcase because Microsoft is supporting the genocide over in Israel and Gaza. So we will not be supporting them. We will talk about some of the games that are shown there and some of the things, when we go live that day. We don't want to, the actions of Microsoft shouldn't hurt all these, developers that are just trying to make art. And some of them probably hating what Microsoft's doing, and feeling trapped by the situation that they've been put in. So we will still talk about them, but we will not actively react to it. And then we will go into that day, a big show though, kind of like the equal of 2 of the smaller shows that are happening the day before as far as time and number of games. The PC Gaming Show, which is 2 hours,
always
70 plus games. Day 9, Mika Burton and Frankie Ward always genuinely having some amazing writing and just good vibes over there. And then the day after that, we'll do our big award show recap of the week. Hopefully, I will have the time and energy to do a highlights video. I've managed to do it every year, so
Yeah, against the odds.
so I will hopefully have a highlights video to debut that day.
But anyone who's here, you can make it easier on Nate by clipping like the super hype moments,
Yeah.
just so we can have them
That
ready
would
to
be
go.
great.
And bits and stuff. Yeah, that would really help.
We've never thought of that before. That's just a
for
great
the,
to
for
us.
the
No.
most part though, because I usually break it out by show, like it's not too hard for me to like scrub through. But yes,
Yeah,
that would help.
It's time consuming for sure.
And especially since that last show is going to be at 5 p.m. on Monday.
Yeah.
So like we have the full day ahead of it to get some stuff done. But yeah, please help however you can. And in Discord, just like make a note, even if you want to just put in Discord, like this was a funny moment, like that'll help.
You can
But-
put it in the streaming channel.
Yeah. Let me
Clog up general.
get ready here for the presentation of our betting special.
Oh my goodness.
Gamer CEO Nate has a PowerPoint for everyone.
Exact. Genuinely, you'll see. This is gamer CEO vibes. This presentation I made. I've shared it with you now, Fish. And
This guy freaking studied during E3. He
All
was
right.
taking notes.
let's switch over to the main screen.
Okay, with the modern design over here. The fucking.
Welcome
Oh my gosh.
to the Video Games Are Good betting special. Asterisk in the corner, not really betting. Just a cool, fun, but little competition for both our hosts and chat.
Who is the bookie I gave my money to then?
Viddy, was that you?
Biddy.
Viddy's always running scams.
I knew it.
Dang it.
Someone will win something, though. Keep that in mind. Chat, there will be a prize for chat. So,
Glory also
Vinny
got
did
it.
take $100 from Glory.
so I will say, final calls. I will run through this presentation, so you may even get some little fun context, but you don't know what everyone else put in. Once accessibility starts, submissions are closed. No more submissions for the special. We have a decent batch of competitors lined up though already. So, but there will be a prize, and if there is a tie, there will be a wheel spun to decide the winner.
Nice.
All right, the Video Games Are Good betting special. I'm always trying to get Nate to do sports betting with me. Every once in a while, the thought comes through my mind that I could like do a parlay of like, this guy's gonna get a home run, this guy's gonna strike out 5, this team's gonna win, this team's gonna win, and like make a little money. But I'm like, it's too scary. It's too scary.
This is where all your subs are going to, Chad.
No.
No. A VGGX FanDuel next stream? Yes. Speaking of
Sponsored
betting,
by FanDuel.
let's get in to the questions and answers. Number 1.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
How many times will we hear or see the phrase world premiere? So like me and Oscar talked about yesterday, there will be sometimes some things that are world premieres that don't see, or we don't hear them say world premiere, or we don't see it on the screen. That does not count. It has to literally be seen or heard. Price is Right rules, which, as we will reveal shortly, I forgot how Price is Right rules work, so may be fucked. Whoever gets the closest without going over will get 10 points here. So first, Nate. Nate
Ooh.
says
700.
105.
105. Oh my god.
What do you mean, oh my god?
Fern. I know. What do you mean? Oh my god. Fern says 37.
37.
I will say this.
Chat.
Across the first 2 shows, there have been 3.
Yeah. I think when I filled it out, I had seen the mix only, and I was like, there was like nothing
What?
there. And
They
I feel
do
like
use it
usually-
liberally in some of these other shows.
The
Yeah.
bigger showcase, I feel like they do get real liberal with
Keely
world
uses
premiere.
it a lot.
I was telling Nate, I feel like Latin American Games
Yeah.
had a lot last year.
So it
We
could
love
be.
saying it.
And speaking of Latin Americans, Fish
What'd I say?
Fish says 107. What do you
107.
mean?
We were
107?
close.
You
We were
said-
close.
Bro said,
Whoa.
whoa, 105. Bro, wait, what if it comes in at 106? That's literally the only way I
You
can
win.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
has to be 106 exactly.
Or 105.
Or 105.
That's true. Bro, if it's 105, I get the prices right pop off.
105.
I'll give you an extra 10 points if you nailed it exactly. If any of us nailed it exactly.
So question number 2 is interesting. I don't think it's been officially confirmed, so we're going to give it the whole week because IO is going to have a James Bond presentation. But number 2 is, who is playing the new James Bond in 007 First Light? We do have a pretty solid guess. Like it really looks like him. He's Irish. It sounds like him. Patrick Gibson, who's been in the OA and Shadow and Bone in a few different shows.
Young
it's-
Dexter.
the Dexter, original sin or whatever the fuck it's called. But this is a 20-point question because I felt like this was going to be really hard to nail. You can submit up to 2 actors. I want chat though to really look at our guesses here and look at the image, and like I feel like we were cooking something, even though it didn't come true.
We all had like I haven't remembered, but I feel like we all had like a good guess. I can already assume it.
Here's me, Nate. I said George McKay from 1917 and Will
Okay.
Poulter.
I could have seen Will Poulter.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the okay.
Jonesy from Fortnite.
And Mom Toy. I look at the length of George McKay's face and look at the length of James Bond. I felt long face. I felt it. Okay.
It's compelling.
Fern.
Yes.
Fern had. So I thought Fern was cooking too.
My pick is better, I think.
Whoa.
Damn,
I
I'm
think
just straight up
better
said
than
your
what
picks
is real.
suck.
Jonathan Bailey from Wicked and in the new Jurassic World and a few other things. And Joe Alwyn.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe Alwyn was one that I was just like.
That's a
looking
Swift-
up. Like I was doing research.
That's a
to, like,
Swiftie
try to
X,
find
right?
something. It's a Taylor Swift X, and an actor like in a bunch of the more like prestige like movies.
I really, Jonathan Bailey, I was like, you
that
might
would
have cooked
be
with that.
a dream.
You might have cooked with that. Fish.
I forgot one of my guesses already.
Fish went big names. Henry Cavill and Liam Hemsworth.
I saw the like hair and the face shape. I was like, it could be Liam, dude.
So
But I knew Cavill.
I think
would
it's
have
very
been
funny
a
you
good
went
one.
with the two Witcher actors.
Just realized.
The guy who replaced him and
Yeah. But I know
No,
like
I
Cavill's been in Mission Impossible. Passable?
Hell yeah.
that mission.
You know, he's a
can't get past
gamer.
it.
He's a gamer. He got the suave. I was like, hey, it's possible.
So
he looks
I-
too thin.
Good.
What I was, you can ask Fern. Ahead of the week, I was like, it could totally be one of those actors that like people want to play the role on in the movies, but they'll never pick. And I feel like Henry Cavill is one of those names. I don't think they'll ever pick him to be actually James Bond, but
No,
everyone
but-
wants him to be James Bond. And so I was like, that could be something. But apparently it's, well, I think we were all fucked. We all should have thought about it a little. I think I was cooking with mine because they're both younger. First Light is giving young James Bond, and that's what we saw in the trailers. It's a younger James Bond.
Yeah.
I mean, we all went pretty young.
Henry's the oldest, and Jonathan actually. Jonathan's like 30, like 8
That's old, bro.
for James Bond.
James Bond.
For
is
young
usually,
James
like,
Bond?
50, 60.
All right, question 3.
Is that true? Did Nate say that?
Will Jeff Keighley
He did.
be noticeably emotional?
Great.
Okay,
Me
so
explaining why this is Nate explaining why the last 30 years of E3 is important to Fern.
in our 3-hour video.
Yeah.
Sitting there listening, like, yes, sweetie.
So Keeley at the Game Awards more often has been pretty emotional lately, where he'll be like, I can't believe what I'm about to show you. Let's get into it. You know,
It's
and
like
you're
Star Wars.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. It's like Fortnite. You're like, okay. But
But Twisted Metal.
I'm gonna count anything, right? I'm gonna count if he like gets to a level
Does a
of
flip?
excitement we never
Yeah.
seen, if he get any heightened emotion, if he's laughing really hard, not there's like, you know, as a co-host, you know, but if he's like, if there any heightened emotion, we're gonna count it. I believe this was a clean sweep of yes.
Of course.
Keeley is an
Yeah.
emotional little guy.
The man loves video games, dude.
So we're either all gonna get the 5 points or no or 0.
Or no one.
Imagine he's just like having the worst time of his life, and he's like so sad.
Just like
What's a heightened emotion? He's really depressed.
that's it. I would count it. All right, number 4. How many pop-offs will there be from the VGG streamers? So this is just, you know, oh fuck, oh my god, you know, that kind of moment.
Hey, Sassy, welcome.
We already have one from me freaking out at Luminous of all games. There's so many amazing games on that show, and the only one I like popped off for was Luminous.
Was a PSP game from 20 years
So
ago.
surprising.
I
Another
agree.
great thing, Sassy.
I
I
agree.
do need it because I'm already talking a lot.
And it's gonna be a hot one today.
That's what we forgot, Shazam. Man, I need like tea,
Log-
bro. We're
oh.
supposed to get a kettle to make tea.
So let's see what the gamers have said. I feel like I remember this one being a little ridiculous as well. Price is Right, closest without going over 10 points on the line. Nate said
8.
Okay, maybe I didn't.
Respectable.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe this one wasn't too wild. Fern said 6.
6.
A small margin there for me to win.
And Fish said 22.
22.
Holy shit. He's ready to
Listen.
pop off.
Fish
again.
is gonna be like,
He's gonna
"Whoa!"
he's gonna be watching one of those like fucking the ones that bleed
It's gonna be
together,
like-
and he's just like, oh my
It's gonna
god.
be some random
Yes.
X4 game that's gonna come out of my. What?
I can't
No
fucking
way, dude.
I listen. I was just doing statistics because usually like 3, 4, 500 games. Like there has to be something where we like
you
kind of
could
pop
be
off.
on. You could be on to something. All right. I think it was harder for me that I was gonna say like I didn't have any on the first day, but I was alone, and so it's like I don't have that energy of
Yeah.
like,
Just sitting here alone, popping off.
hey, I'd be popping. Number 5. Will Gabe Newell reveal himself? The Lord of Steam. Lots of rumors swirling. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's been lots of Valve-related smoke. It was early to
It
yeah,
was,
exactly.
yeah.
I was still drinking my coffee, I think. Nate says. Nate wants to believe. He says yeah. Fern? Non-believer, no!
No way.
Whoa.
No
No
Gabe
way.
Newell.
No
Fish.
Gaben.
Gabe,
Also believes and says.
I'm a believer, dude. It's been too long.
I'm a cynic.
Here's the part that Fern hated to hear when I told them. Gabe Newell's yacht is in California.
Bro, fuck his yacht.
It is going around California right now. It's been going from San Francisco. It's going to San Diego right now. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Who
What's
knows?
that mean?
All right, number 6. What will the frog count be at the end of SGF week? And guess what, chat? That counts.
That, can we get an exclamation point frog?
That counts, chat. Price is Right rules.
Pop off too.
10 points. The start of the week count was 255. We are now at 265 with Glorious, which I think is already going to potentially be bad for someone. Nate says 302.
Wow.
50 frog.
I mean, last year was a pretty heavy frog year. I feel like we got quite a bit
it
of frogs.
hasn't. It's
I
never
thought
quite.
Last year was really slow.
It never quite caught the first year where we started it. The first year was like 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of fucking frogs.
If it's one over my guess, I'm suing, says Shazami. Fern says
Biblical amount of frogs.
268. Oh, Fern.
Sheesh, you are 3
It was
off.
so slow last year.
So closest without going over. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have to only have 3 more frogs
Yeah.
for the rest of the
Fern's
week.
gonna ban the word frog in chat.
Fern's gonna turn off the command.
Emote only, bro. Emote only.
Fern, oh no.
Listen.
I forgot what I said on this one.
I thought
Bitch.
it was over. I thought it was dead.
312.
312. Okay, all right.
So that's a good spot to be. Because if it clips over 302, you win.
Yeah.
Unless it goes above. Yeah.
But I have
Yeah.
a large stretch though for mine. I have 268 to 302.
No, it's closest without going
Without
over.
going over.
That's the price. See, that's what I'm saying. So if as soon as it goes 269, you are. Oh wait, without going over. Never mind. We're done. We're done, Fish. We're done.
No.
We're done.
I've watched Price is Right.
Fern's right. Fern actually does have a really good chance of winning this. Just kidding. I take it back.
Glory, no. Fern's right.
No.
We're gonna move on to question number 7. Did you see the frog flip for a second? That was wild. Number 7.
Dual flip.
Dual flip.
Will there be a gay kiss?
I hope so.
5 points. Host kissing counts.
I'm not gonna rig it. You wish, bro.
Nate, yes. Fern, yes. Fish, yes. Happy
I
Pride.
believe. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Pride. We will
What you
not.
do behind closed doors? That's all you.
We can decide. We can decide to rig it the last second if there's
if
no
nothing comes up,
gay kisses. But I feel like
You know,
there's going
I'll-
to be.
I'll put my 5 points on the line and say Hideo and Keely will kiss.
That'd be amazing. All right. Number 8. How many caffeinated drinks? By the way, I think the tally started. I had one today. You had one.
I'm working on mine right now.
Fish, did you have a caffeinated drink already? 3.
Dr.
Okay,
Pepper.
put it in the list on our doc. 3 caffeinated drinks so far today. How many caffeinated drinks will the VGG crew consume during the week?
Caffeine junkie.
you like my gif on this one?
That was wild.
Nate says 14. I
14.
did math. I was doing math. I was... Fern says 10.
10.
Oh, I need.
Fish says 7. Fish
So I was
saying
counting.
like 1 a day.
Yeah, kind of like 1 or 2 a day. I'm mainly banking on tomorrow being the day everyone needs caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't account
a
for
little-
the doctor people. Yeah, because like Coke, you drink.
Oh,
You know,
shit.
you drink. Coke.
That is caffeinated, yeah. That's why I was like,
We got coffee. There's caffeinated teas. If we drink like a black tea.
that's it, you're done.
Number 9. Over under 350 unique games showcased during the week. I don't even know what this is from, but it's great. So many games, so little time.
Socrates did say that.
We all have been here before. We said over. I had a lower number at first too, and then I went bigger and still was like, it's gonna be over, isn't it? Like, there's just no way. It's gonna be a little hard because there are gonna be some repeats, so it's gonna be kind of like sorting through that. But
Yeah.
and now comes the fun finale answer. Here we go. 6 said Scully said 6. Scully said 1 a day for 2 days per person.
Scully believes we'll have the energy of the
Yeah,
hype.
just to fuel ourselves. What is your pie in the sky? This is
I'm
the
excited to see these.
what is your pie in the sky SGF reveal / moment. 100 points if it comes true. Must be genuinely wild. It could be 1 completely unlikely thing with lots of details, or 2, multiple smaller ones.
I want to
This
see everyone
is-
else's answers on this.
This is basically the golden snitch. This is, I mean, fuck J.K. Rowling, but it's the golden snitch. That's the only fictional. You get it, you win. And here is our answers. Nate says, new Double Fine game announced coming this year,
Whoa.
set in the universe of a previous game, not necessarily a sequel.
That is so
Sheesh.
specific.
That is hyper specific. I would have accepted new Double Fine game coming this year.
Yeah, same.
Well, then, if that happens, we have some conversations to have. So that's my big one. I think Double Fine's been quiet for quite a while, and
They don't make games anymore.
let me see. I think there's a chance.
This guy's doing behind the scenes.
Well, I just wanna-
inside baseball over here. Inside baseball.
It's their 25th anniversary.
Whoa.
It's their 25th anniversary.
I'm gonna say you'll get a game,
But it's
not a new game though. It's gonna be like a remake.
or it's not even in the same. It's not in the same universe. It's a brand new IP, or like something
Yeah.
like that. So I think I think I went too hard, but
It's the blessing of Ape Island.
oh, blessing of Ape Island. I'll be playing that. Fern.
It's an X4 game.
Fern says
Fish, you're gonna like mine.
Nice.
names and some details for Sam Barlow's Project C and D,
Both of them.
and a new
Where does C
OFK
come?
project announced.
That was just wishful thinking.
Honestly, I will give you if they do names and details of Sam Barlow's Project C and D, or even just one of the names, whatever, I would get. That's a pass, I think, and
Okay.
then OFK.
Okay.
What is that picture of Sam Barlow though?
So I was using Google. This is in Google Slides, and you can insert images via search, and like their search is just so much more limited within Google Slides. For some reason, that is the only picture of Sam Barlow, and I didn't.
It's like it's like when they opened the company at first. Like, hey Sam, let's get you a picture real quick.
Fish says Twisted Metal revival and a Max Payne remake trailer.
Whoa.
That would be pretty good. And Fish is feeling good because Twisted Metal 2 and 3, or 3 and 4.
Yeah, just got put out
on PS
which I had
Plus.
no idea. I had no idea, and that was just put out in the state of play.
So could be there. And then Fisher's been begging for the Max Payne remake for literally, I think 3 years running.
Listen, it's
That's
the
been
perfect
final
time. FBC releases this month, which means they all they have on their plate right now is the Max Payne remake and Control 2. The next thing on that list is Max Payne. If I see Sam Lake walk out on that stage, I'm counting that as a win because that is Max Payne. That's Max Payne just walked out.
I forgot what I put literally 2 days ago. I think you said you can
I think so.
see it or change it, right?
If not, I'll send you your one, Shazame. I think there should be a way. If not, I should be able to turn that on, and then you'll be able to, like, if you go to the link, it'll say here's your submission. But yeah, that is our betting special. That is the hosts. So keep an eye out. We're tracking stuff. You're gonna be tracking stuff, chat. But there's our special. I hope you liked my presentation with the gifts and all.
Good job, Nate.
Wow, Nate.
But now it's time.
Now it's time
to start the show.
Ooh.
Whoa! Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Craig. Thank you.
Let's chat right now.
Next, we have this full E3 presenter.
Put the numbers out.
All right, well then I can finally take this big ass hat off. So give me a second.
Let me turn the music off now.
I have the wildest hat here right now. So I put this on slightly damp hair.
Are you ready, chat? For the
official, the official beginning of Summer Games Fest.
Why are we right here? There's like a little camera of us on our.
Nate having an existential crisis in the morning. Why are we here?
I don't know why it's there.
Bro, I don't have editing permissions. I only have suggestions.
I know. I don't have editing permissions on the thing either,
on,
bro. This guy over here is trying to take it all for himself.
I can't believe this. I'm literally the note taker.